clearance sale going on now at Milano, Wolf Chase, South Lamar, and the new superstore in Riverdale.
Live from Local 24 Sports, it's the Mid-South's most complete coverage of high school football. This is Local Prep Live, powered by Sutter.
Hi, how are you? Doc Holliday. Welcome to Local Prep Live, the best high school sports show under the firmament on earth. We had crews at huge high school football games, which means we have highlights from those huge high school football games. The games we couldn't crew, we got scores. For those scores, head to our website, localmemphis.com. Live scores updating throughout the night. But before you head there, we head out to Olive Branch, where we lead this show off. The Conquistadors didn't start their season last week. They started it tonight against Clinton. The Clinton quarterback Caleb Miller says welcome. Hooks up with E.J. Mason deep into Olive Branch territory. Later in the drive, though, Clinton 4th and goal, but that OB defense coming up with the huge stop. They're happy, joy. Second quarter, more happy, joy, because it's more defense from the Conquistadors. Cameron Ford going hunting. He bagged one, but Clinton bagged the win. Olive Branch loses 13-7. At DeSoto Central, the Jaguars coming off a week 1 loss, trying to get right against Lake Cormorant. Third quarter, Lake Cormorant quarterback Telvin Amos running. Julian Bean with the bling causes the fumbles. Sawyer Sterling jumps on it. It's Jaguars football, and they get offensive Richard Coleman. Nice little short touchdown run. DeSoto Central goes up 21-0. Lake Cormorant trying to make a comeback, but Telvin Amos prophesying where the ball is going to end up in his hands in the end zone. He brings it out for DeSoto Central. Nice little win, 28-14. My Fairleigh Bulldogs got their season off to a great start with the great win over Manassas last week. This week is Douglas. Third quarter, Douglas coming out, going up top. Damian Mitchell, 45-yard pass to Corey Angala. Then Mitchell, a little bit later, he's going to finish it off. Still in the gun, low snap. Oh, nice little Shetty up the tackle, and he takes it in from 8 yards out. But Fairleigh was leading 12-6. Later, more Douglas. Mitchell this time powers his way in from 5 yards out, but despite all these Douglas highlights, Fairleigh Bulldogs coming out on top 38-13. Whitehaven dominated Hamilton 50-0 last week, while Ridgeway got dominated at MUS. Tonight, Whitehaven dominated again. That's Tigers quarterback Keyshawn Harris to hooking up with Terrell Hope for 24 yards. Then later first goes to the touchdown. Cameron McDonald. Tigers goes up 7-0. Second quarter, Harris again in the gun. This time 24 yards to McDonald. Whitehaven goes up 14-0, and the Tigers improve to 2-0. They cruise, sort of, winning 23-7. Now, but of course, Local Prep Live crews all over the place tonight. Jessica Benson traveling to 2 games. But you know what? She traveled back here just to tell you about those 2 games. JB?
Thanks, Doc. Last Friday night, the Arlington Tigers got their first shutout since 2015. Go ahead and flip that script here in week 2, because the Tigers faced White Station at the fairgrounds. Spartans under new head coach Reed Yarborough, and Dwight Holmes fakes the handoff solidly, rolls left, and on the run finds a wide open Brandon Harris, who takes it in for the touchdown. Spartans take a 7-0 lead in the first. Into the second, Brandon Harris again. And here in week 2, Brandon Harris gives us the perfect stiff arm. Arlington guy on the ground, just like watching him run away. What else can you do? Harris takes it 50 yards to make it 14-0 White Station. They blank Arlington 42-0, improving to 2-0. In Orange Mound, East taking on Melrose in the Soul Bowl. Melrose up 14-6 in the second half, and it's Mustangs quarterback Jalen Wright on the keep. Takes it in from the 2 to pull East within 2. Mustangs defense turned the Golden Wildcats over on their next drive, so Wright going to go ahead and capitalize. Hanging out in the pocket, goes right over the middle to Tony Stackhouse. He's going to the house. 85-yard touchdown puts East on top 18-14, but apparently that score really made Melrose mad, because they went on to win this one 41-18. 27 unanswered points for the Wildcats puts them at 2-0 this season. Doc, back to you.
Thank you, JB. ECS got an impressive win over Division II 2A state champ CP8 last week. This week, they face off with St. Benedict, and ECS air attack. Jacob Hatcher back to pass, hooking up with Carson Gagnon. Carson pulls it in. He just walks in from 40 yards. That's a touchdown. Later, same play, same 2, play action fake, same result. This time, he walks in after making a nice little cut, not 40 yards, but he also gets a touchdown. St. Benedict finally with an answer, though. Jalen Powell hooks up with Kay Norris for 25 yards, coming right at you, but ECS ends up victorious, 42-7. It was Lions and Panthers, no Bears, at Bartlett that said Miller took his mom's Lions to knock heads with Bartlett. At halftime, Bartlett was up 14-6, having to kick it off, and Mars coming out, kicking it to Jaime Bowen. This is what you call skill, vision, tough, spinning. So you can't coach it. Finally gets pulled down. Bartlett gets it back on offense and does this, though, Chase Bryant. Check out the focus and the bobble and the catch. Oh, yeah. No need to review. Don't review this either. Ty McNeil rips one. Catches one. That's a touchdown. Bartlett, that's a win, 21-6. At Crump, Central and Houston meeting up. First quarter. Central back to pass on offense, quickly on defense. That's because Mustangs' Darby Smith gets the pick. He's going to get smacked, but, hey, his team has the ball. Then Houston on offense, Ethan Burns back to pass. He is going to throw a strike to Grayson Hitt. Hitt is going to get it all the way down to the Central 15-yard line before they finally get him down. Later in the drive, check out this beautiful play-action fake. This is going to fool everyone. R.S. Franklin all by his lonesome in the end zone in the flat. Houston wins easily, 48-13. In South Memphis, BTW hosting Oak Haven. The Warriors did not have a roster, but they do have some highlights. Warrior number 6 with a shallow in-wrap. Catches, and he is going to gather some grass. A nice little game before he's finally pushed out of bounds. A couple of plays later, we go to Warrior number 7, because Warrior number 7 is going to give you 6 right up the gut. That's the touchdown. BTW winners 29-6. Now it's time for a quick timeout, but when time is back in, we head to the game of the week. Cordova taking on Germantown. But first, let's check out them Olive Branch High School cheerleaders.